Happy cloud-colored Settlers Day!
I'm the librarian, and I came to read.
Happy Elmer's Glue Settlers Day! Happy cloud-colored Settlers Day! Happy white Settlers Day! I hope that you guys are having a good Thanksgiving. Now, for those of you who are on Patreon, you did see this early. You saw this a whole ass day earlier, but for those of you who are not, happy Thanksgiving. Hopefully, you guys are with your family or friends, okay? Especially if you have a toxic ass family. Hopefully, you're with your family or friends. Okay, or if you don't have anybody, but you're with me, okay? And we're gonna have a good ass Thanksgiving, all right? And I was just gonna keep it as a happy Thanksgiving video and just take my ass on, but I said, you know, it's this, there has been a few things happening. I said, bitch, I'm going to talk about it, okay? Just for a few moments. I know y'all gonna call me a workaholic or whatever, but bitch, there was a few things that I thought were pretty ironic, and I said, I'm just gonna mention them while you guys are, you know, stuffing your face with that turkey and shit. You see what I'm saying? I thought that, you know, especially since this is Thanksgiving, I thought that this was particularly ironic, okay? This missionary, an American missionary, his name is John Allen. I don't know how to pronounce his last name, but honestly, John Allen is all you really need to know because it sounds like it sounds like the white people from the Pocahontas fucking movie that came in and was trying to take over their shit. That's what it sounds. John Smith, John Allen, you can keep that shit. It's in the same ballpark, girl, and I'm not even a sports player, okay? John Allen took his Christian missionary white-shaped head ass to, let me make sure I got it correct, North Sentinel Island. And that's one of the world's most isolated islands. Even it's in the Indian area, and there are laws there that say, girl, please don't go there. Don't go there. It's illegal to take your ass over there to this. I think they're called the Sentinelese, and they need to be left the fuck alone because they're isolated indigenous community. They're a tribe over there. He decided that he was going to take his Christian ass regardless of the laws that were in place, regardless of the warnings that were set up. He decided that he would take his ass there to try and convert people to his white Jesus, his white supremacist Jesus. And they said, girl, no, ma'am. They took an arrow like this shit was Game of Thrones. They took an arrow like I was watching season fucking 7 of Game of Thrones. And they shot that motherfucker. Girl, they got his ass together. He's now deceased. He's passed away. Let me tell you something. Just stay out of indigenous communities, god damn it. Stay out, girl. Their laws already protected their asses. I mean, I guess the governments want to be cute after they finish wiping their asses out and barely any of them left. They put laws in place, girl, don't go near them. Okay, girl. But laws are set in place to keep your ass away, and you decided to still go, and you got your ass shot and killed. Bye, girl. Bye, girl. Stay y'all ass away from these indigenous communities. I saw someone on Twitter, they tweeted me when I posted a story about this shit. Them girls said, see, when you do colonization, the colony comes back to bite. So I just hope that y'all get it together. But even on a more serious note, none of us need to be taking our asses over there, especially because they will most likely be more prone to a lot of the diseases that we carry. So just for safety wise, stay y'all ass away. One person visiting their asses from the quote unquote outside world could end up being the death of the whole tribe. Stay y'all, oh, do you love Jesus? If not, I'm not gonna feed you. Build asses away from the indigenous, please, okay? And I know that in the spirit of Thanksgiving, y'all are so used to coming into people's shit and just taking whatever you want and send y'all ass down. But that's not how it's gonna work now, okay, girl? These girls are tired. I just saw this story as well. Racism got someone else 6 feet under the dirt, honey. Let me make sure I get it right. Timothy Warren versus Joseph Magginson. I don't know. Timothy Warren was a black individual who decided to make sure that he completes his day as a FedEx worker. So he said, girl, I'm driving, I'm making deliveries. Then Joseph's ass was just mad as hell. You're driving too fast, girl. And you started being racist, throwing racial slurs at Timothy's ass. And Timothy hopped out the truck like, what's up? And Joseph threw the first punch, but he fucking missed. And Timothy decided to punch his ass back. You know, since you decided to punch me, I punched you back. Timothy did, and Joseph's ass ended up dead. So what I'm telling you now is it's really in your best interest to stop being racist, because girl, you like 6 feet under type of tease. Can't no shovel get to your ass by the time that somebody who has been fighting for their own life for as long as they've existed, by the time they get through with your privileged ass, not one goddamn shovel, not even a jackhammer could reach you by the time these people are finished with your ass, okay? So just pipe that racism down a little bit and eat y'all turkey. But somebody who was giving me a little bit of hope was Ellen Pompeo. And she was sitting here in some interview, girl, don't ask me what it is, girl, I was just paying attention to what's being said. Let me just play you what she said.
This day has been incredible, and there's a ton of women in the room. But I don't see enough color, and I didn't see enough color when I walked in the room today. And I had a meeting with a director. I said, you know, when I show up on set, I would like to see the crew look like the world that I walk around in every day. And I think it's up to all productions to make sure that your crew looks like the world we see. As Caucasian people, it's our job. It's our task, it's our responsibility to make sure that we speak up in every single room we walk into. It's our job, because we've created the problem.
And I am extremely happy that this happens. I hope that more white people, more people in power, more privileged people look at what Ellen is saying and be like, oh girl, let me shut my I don't see color built ass up. Because honestly, the way that we're gonna move forward, the way that we're going to progress is if you do see color, okay? And if you make note of the fact that there's not enough color in the room, and that's exactly what Ellen said, and I really do appreciate it. Now, what I got to kick her out of was Gabrielle Union's fucking face. She was just like, oh, okay, girl, like, I wasn't expecting it, but okay, honey. Ellen, thank you so much, girl. I hope that you can get the other people around your ass, the other white people around your ass, information. You did say that this was a problem caused by Caucasians, and so that y'all need to work together to solve it. I appreciate that shit. We're gonna move right along to another white woman, but this time she is not giving me encouragement. She is not letting me feel like we're being progressive at all. Ivanka Trump, honey, girl, you claimed that you were unaware of the rules about personal email accounts when you were sending all types of government type information, all with your personal accounts and shit. What I find interesting is that there is absolutely no uproar. I don't see no type of uproar. I don't see the same type of energy, the same type of vigor and anger being sent to Ivanka as y'all did with Miss tired ass Hillary Clinton. Y'all do, I mean, I'm sitting here wondering how your father, Ivanka, was campaigning off of the very thing that your ass suddenly claims that you had no idea how this shit works, girl. Your father, the people around him, they were screaming, lock her up. I mean, that was their basis of their whole campaign, because I know that it's very difficult for them to think, and then to use some type of logic and shit is very difficult. So what they had to do was zero in on something that they could repeat over and over, because that's as far as their intellect can go, and that's as far as their basis intellect can go. Okay, so when y'all were over here talking about lock her up, everybody was mad, everybody was dragging, but now, Ivanka girl, I'm seeing that your ass is doing the very exact same thing. This administration is the administration of hypocrisy. That's what it is, girl. And she got your Tinkerbell, you know, racist Tinkerbell looking ass, Ivanka, and even that is giving you too much. She got your long heel, long nose, long heel, red bottom shaped head ass, you know, face all across my social media, doing the same exact thing that y'all was so angry that Hillary apparently did. So I find it so interesting. And when April Ryan asked your ass what the tea was, this is what you had to say, Donald Trump.
Elijah Cummings wants to investigate Ivanka's emails. What do you say, sir? What else?
So obviously they might be coming for that ass. I hope that not only is Donald Trump Jr. indicted, I hope that they get Ivanka ass as well. I hope they get all y'all asses out. I hope they clear y'all asses out just in time for the fucking holidays, girl. Get y'all ass out of the Oval Office and into a big ass cell. Speaking of people who are going to be introduced to a cell, Tekashi 6ix9ine says, there's so much shit going on with Miss Takashi that I had to go ahead and whip up a BBC, and no, not Big Black Cock, I'm talking about BBC News Network article. I had to whip it up and read some of that shit to you guys. They got his ass on, I don't even know what, was it racketeering, all types of murder type of teas. He's apparently a part of a gang type of association, and then his fucking lawyer came out and said, girl, he's not actually a gangster, he's an entertainer who acts like he's a gangster. And I'm just like, everybody want to be gangster until it's time. Everybody want to be gangster until it's time to do the time. Sis, everybody, what's the matter, girl? I thought y'all was really about it. I thought you was really about it, sis. So they got your ass on all type of racketeering and shit, girl. I mean, you arrested twice for allegedly choking a 16-year-old. I mean, we already know about the video of you and that 13-year-old. There were news reports about you offering up the 1.7 mil that was in your bank account and offering up your passport, everything, just offering everything that you could up, and you still couldn't post bail. Them girls were just like, bitch, we're going to get your ass. We're gonna get your ass. So keep trying it if you want to. It's amazing to me that you only have 1.7 mil in your account, and I'm speaking like I got a whole lot of money, bitch, because I would love that shit, but like honestly, with the way that some of these people are in the media and on top of these charts, you would expect them to have so much more money than that shit, girl. No, ma'am. I can see that these labels are eating the fuck out of y'all coin. I can see that y'all contracts are bad. Like, it's really sad. But as usual, I know that there are gonna be people who are standing. I know that there are gonna be people who are gonna be like, free Tekashi 69! Even though he's a menace to society, get his ass out of my fucking face. But honestly, as long as this man is nowhere to be seen, I don't have to see that tired ass, stringy ass, wannabe Teletubby built ass, ugly ass rainbow hair that he has. As long as I don't have to see that shit no more, I don't really care what y'all saying. And last but definitely not least, I wanted to talk about Ariana Grande and how she has been dragging Piers Morgan. Now, usually I don't like to give Piers Morgan, well, dragging Piers Morgan is so much fun. I mean, I'm not even gonna lie about that. But the thing is that he is a troll, that's his thing. Not only does he look like one, not only does he look like he resides of his own desire. He resides under a bridge. Not only does that seem to me like what's going on, especially when you take a look at any of his pictures, but when you take a look deep inside his soul, he also is a troll as well. Now, trolls, they don't have a career. They don't have anything substantial, right? So the only thing that trolls get life off of or get money from is people reacting to the preposterous, insensitive bullshit things that they say all the time. So what happens, the way that you take power away from certain trolls is to ignore the fuck out of them. Now what needs to happen is that the whole world just comes together. I don't know how we're gonna do it, but the whole world comes together and blocks the hell out of Piers Morgan's ass, girl. I don't wanna see his ugly ass. I don't wanna see his cow jumped over the moon shaped head ass. I promise you, I don't wanna see his nursery rhyme shaped head ass. I don't, and I call him a nursery rhyme not only because the cow jumped over the moon, but because he's simple. Because he's fucking simple, okay? Ariana Grande mama was over here arguing with Piers Morgan about Lil Mix and shit, talking about they stole some shit, whatever. I mean, the important thing, I guess, is that he went over here and said, girl, I'm just tired of people using sex to sell records. Y'all need to use your own talent like your daughter uses her talent. And she was like, she came in there like, bitch, what the fuck are you talking about, sis? We can use our musical talents and we can use our titties. Like, sis, it's a human body, girl. Y'all will be okay. It's the human body, girl. My God. Anyway, she came out there saying women can be sexual and talented. It's our choice, and y'all just gonna have to get with the fucking program, and we're gonna keep doing what we're doing. And she went on with the zinger, and she said, girl, I look forward to the day you realize that there are other ways to go about making yourself relevant than criticizing young, beautiful, successful women for everything they do. I think that'll be a beautiful thing for you and your career, or what's left of it. And I really love the reading that is happening. But the only dangerous thing, as I said, is that giving Piers more, I feel like it's such a double-edged sword, because personally, I don't like the rhetoric to be fucking normalized. So I feel like every time that shit comes up, it needs to be corrected. But sometimes you just got to let these hoes just, okay, girl, just, ignore their asses, because they get life off of seeing people react. Even if they're offending marginalized communities, they don't care, So just give that troll some hay, so he has something to chew on with his barnyard built ass face, Okay? And just get his Kentucky Derby race shape head ass face on out of here. On that note, I hope that today your stomach is not as empty as Donald Trump's skull. Hope you stuff yourself and have a good goddamn evening.